very solid all-around performance today. Thought Darden pitched well. Outside of the one inning where the guy hit the two-run double, I thought he was just in control and looked really good. Offensively, had to have four different innings of scoring 3 or more was huge. Some individual performances today that really stood out. We had contributions up and down the lineup, but Josh Payne with 4 hits, Jack Crichton 3 hits, and 3 RBIs. Andrew Chufo 3 hits, Jacob Jarrell on base every single time. So a lot of guys in the middle bottom of that order really turning it over, getting on base a lot. But just a really good day offensively, and proud of our guys, the way they played. Looked like they played with an edge, looked like they played aggressive, looked like they were playing to a standard, which was really good to see.
Questions for Coach?
500 career wins for you. What's that mean to you personally?
Look, come on. I knew you were going to do that. It's. I appreciate the recognition, but it's. We played great today, and we've got more to do this weekend, and as long as we beat the Gamecocks and play for championships and have a chance to go to Omaha and win a national championship, that's all that matters. So.
Today, the way the offense played today, is that kind of what you see as the ceiling for this team? Seems like they're just clicking on all cylinders.
I don't know. It's hard to say the ceiling, but it certainly was good in terms of having contributions up and down the lineup. And when you've got Jaron Purify, another guy that's not only contributing but hitting for power at the top, and so when you got it's just a long lineup, and it's a dangerous lineup when you've got guys not only producing in the lineup, but then you got threats coming off the bench that can produce as well. And so it's certainly scoring multiple big innings in multiple innings. Big innings in multiple innings is certainly the potential of this offense, and scoring in bunches at any time is the potential of this offense. So certainly love to see that.
Is Gerald okay after getting hit in the head?
Yeah, fine. You get a free pinch runner for concussion protocol, so felt like that was as good a time as any to take him out of the game. But yeah, he was fine.
Coach, you were able to bring in some guys off the bench today. What does that mean to you to be able to get them in the game and get them some reps?
Always good. We have, in any given game, we have 2, 3, 4 guys that would be hitting in the middle order of somebody else's lineup, for a lot of teams out there. So to be able to get those guys in, they deserve the opportunity to play. And, we have a luxury item of having a lot of depth this year, but it means that there's always a handful of guys that deserve to play that aren't playing. And, we're trying to be fair, but we can't be equal with playing time in a 9-man lineup, and a lot of guys that deserve to get AB. So we've literally had 15 games and had 15 different lineups, just trying to cycle through as many opportunities and spread the wealth around a little bit. But we'll keep doing it, because every time a guy comes off the bench, he gets a big knock or gets a spot start and gets a few hits, and so it's hard to pencil in a steady 9-man lineup every single day when you got contributors not only in the lineup but on the bench as well.
After that close game yesterday, do you think the guys had something to prove today, or was it just one of those things where the offense was clicking?
We actually had 71% quality at bats yesterday, which is a lot. I mean, the goal is 50%. We had 71%. So rewatching the game and looking at, we had a lot of hard contact that just didn't go anywhere, or right at them, or even hard ground balls, fly balls, and lineouts. So actually, in hindsight, we scored 7 runs, but could have been a lot more. Today was, what happens when more of them fall or they land over the fence, because the wind's carrying today, and it was not carrying yesterday. But even on a day where, it felt like we were trying to get in a rhythm but never did have the big inning, we still scored in 5 different innings as well. I think we did that today as well. So just to keep that constant pressure is really important, and knowing that at any time we could bust out for 3 or 4 runs.
Coach, first of all, congratulations on 500 wins, and as well as, today in recent games, you guys have really been able to draw out counts and take what the pitchers give you, and today, making a pitcher feel a little bit uncomfortable on the mound. Does that go hand in hand with what you guys do with the mental work that you guys work on?
We do, yeah. I mean, a lot of credit here goes to Nick Schnabel and Griffin Mazer, our two hitting coaches that do a fantastic job, and of course Ben Paulson helps them out in a non-coaching capacity as our director of player development. But we put a lot of time and energy into these scouting reports and having an approach and having a plan, and then it's the players have to go out and execute it. So it's the players not only trusting their preparation but trusting the plan. And a lot of times one of the things that we measure and value in our program for offense is plate decisions, and a lot of times the success that we have which leads to big innings is just the ability to take balls. When you take balls, you get into better counts, you only swing at pitches that you can smash with less than 2 strikes. You find yourself walking a lot more and then doing more damage when you do impact the ball with less than 2 strikes. So our guys are doing a good job making good decisions at the plate, and we've had more walks and hit by pitches over strikeouts, which is one of our goals each game. We did that today, and we did it yesterday as well.
What did you see from Ethan, and what's kind of the next step for him this season?
He just needs to keep building on the positive momentum that he has. He's throwing 4 pitches. He's got 2 different fastballs, and he's changed his breaking ball. And that's been a big evolution for him. He was throwing a very hard slider that was blending a little too much, a little too hard with his fastball. But Coach Bellinger and Phil Pohl and the staff worked on a different type of breaking ball to get a little more separation differential from his fastball, and that's been a game changer for him. And then the changeup. But when he's down in the zone as a sinker baller guy and getting ground balls and letting the defense work, he's a fun guy to play defense behind. And he's tough. He's just a tough competitor. He does not give in, and if all else fails, you can trust that he's going to be out there giving you his best ball.
All right. Thank you, Coach. We'll wrap it up there.
All right, thank you.